Title: The Power of Isolation in Our Spiritual Journey. Isolation, a purposeful path to spiritual growth. Isolation is not a mere coincidence, it serves a purpose in our lives. During this period, we must be cautious about our actions and choices. God isolates us for various reasons, and it is crucial to understand that isolation is not a punishment but an opportunity for growth and reflection. It plays a significant role in our spiritual journey, allowing us to deepen our relationship with God. When we find ourselves alone, we have a unique chance to focus on our spiritual development without the distractions of everyday life. It is a time to listen attentively to God's voice and comprehend His plans for us. Isolation provides us with an opportunity to refine our character, identify our weaknesses, and work on them. God utilizes this time to prepare us for a greater purpose, molding us into better individuals who can effectively fulfill His plans. In these quiet moments of isolation, we can develop qualities such as patience, humility, and resilience. Moreover, isolation helps us build a stronger foundation of faith. Without the usual noise and busyness of life, we can dedicate more time to prayer and meditation, deepening our connection with God and gaining a clearer understanding of His will. Our faith grows stronger as we rely more on God for strength and guidance. Realignment of priorities and personal growth. Isolation provides a unique opportunity to realign our priorities. It is a time to reflect on what truly matters in our lives and make necessary changes. We can evaluate our goals, habits, and relationships, ensuring they align with our spiritual values. This period of introspection can lead to significant personal growth and a more focused, purposeful life. Mistakes to avoid during isolation. However, when faced with isolation, it is crucial to avoid certain mistakes. One of them is succumbing to negative distractions. These distractions divert our attention from what truly matters and hinder our spiritual growth. Instead of indulging in harmful habits like gluttony and laziness, we should focus on activities that nurture our souls and deepen our connection with God. Gluttony, excessive indulgence in food or drink, can lead to physical and spiritual harm. It distracts us from our spiritual goals and weakens our self-discipline. Similarly, laziness or idleness prevents us from using our time productively and fulfilling our responsibilities. These behaviors create barriers between us and God, hindering us from experiencing His presence fully. Instead of succumbing to negative distractions, we should engage in activities that foster spiritual growth. Practicing mindfulness, being present in the moment and aware of our thoughts and feelings, can help us connect with God on a deeper level. Additionally, dedicating time to prayer and meditation nourishes our spirits, providing clarity and guidance during times of isolation. Avoiding stagnation and loneliness. During isolation, it is important to avoid staying home and becoming stagnant. Remaining indoors for extended periods can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. To combat these emotions and maintain a sense of well-being, it is essential to stay active and engaged with the world around us. Participating in outdoor activities, such as spending time in nature, can uplift our spirits and provide a sense of connection to the world. The beauty of the natural world reminds us of God's presence and inspires feelings of awe and gratitude. Engaging in hobbies and interests also helps prevent isolation. These activities provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment, allowing us to express ourselves and tap into our passions. Resisting the temptation of comparison. In the journey of life, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others. However, during times of isolation, it is essential to resist this temptation. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, circumstances, and relationship with God. Comparing ourselves to others can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and discouragement, undermining our sense of self-worth and purpose. Instead of focusing on how our journey measures up to others, we should trust in God's plan for our lives. He has a unique purpose and path for each of us, tailored to our individual strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. By trusting in His wisdom and guidance, we can find peace and fulfillment in our own journey. Comparing ourselves to others distracts us from our own growth and development. We should focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, embracing our strengths, acknowledging our weaknesses, and continually striving to improve and grow. Maintaining faith and trust during isolation. It is easy to feel overwhelmed and lose faith. Challenges and uncertainties can shake our beliefs and leave us feeling spiritually adrift. However, it is crucial to hold on to our faith even when faced with adversity. Faith is a source of strength and comfort during difficult times. It provides us with hope and reassurance that we are not alone, that God is with us every step of the way, even when we cannot see the path ahead clearly. Faith reminds us that God's love and guidance are unwavering. Losing faith only deepens our sense of isolation. When we doubt God's presence and goodness, we cut ourselves off from the source of our strength and peace. Instead of allowing doubt to take hold, we should actively nurture our faith during times of isolation. This means turning to God in prayer, seeking His guidance and comfort in our moments of need. It means immersing ourselves in His Word, finding strength and wisdom in the teachings of Scripture. It means surrounding ourselves with a community of believers who can support and uplift us on our journey, embracing patience and surrendering control. While dealing with isolation, it is natural to feel impatient and eager for the situation to change. However, rushing the process can hinder our growth and spiritual development. It is important to remember that God's timing is perfect, and there is a purpose behind our isolation. Impatience can lead to frustration and discontentment. Instead of fixating on the future and longing for a time when things will be different, we should embrace the present moment. Rushing the process prevents us from fully experiencing God's presence and guidance. When we slow down and listen, we can discern His voice and understand His will for our lives. Impatience strains our relationship with God. By demanding immediate answers to our prayers and petitions, we fail to trust in His wisdom and sovereignty. Instead of rushing the process, we should embrace the journey of isolation as an opportunity for growth and reflection. We should trust in God's plan and timing, knowing that He is working all things together for our good. Patience is a virtue that allows us to endure difficulties with grace and resilience. It is through patience that we can learn to surrender control and align our will with God's. The power of silence and human connection. Silence can be a powerful tool for deepening our spiritual connection. It offers us a sanctuary from the noise and distractions of the world, creating space for introspection, prayer, and communion with God. In the absence of external stimuli, we can hear His gentle whispers and discern His guidance more clearly. Silence fosters a sense of inner peace and tranquility, providing a refuge from the stresses and anxieties of daily life. Moreover, silence encourages reflection and self-examination. It gives us the opportunity to review our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and identify areas where we may need to grow or change. Through introspection, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationship with God, leading to greater spiritual maturity. Although isolation may make us feel disconnected, it is crucial not to isolate ourselves further from others. Human connection is essential for our well-being, especially during challenging times. Even when physically separated, we must strive to maintain meaningful relationships and stay connected to a supportive community. Isolation can exacerbate feelings of loneliness and alienation, making it tempting to withdraw from others. However, staying in touch with friends, family, and loved ones is vital for our emotional and mental health. Exercising patience and trust in God's timing is essential during times of isolation. Despite the challenges, we must remain steadfast in our faith, knowing that God sees and understands our circumstances. Patience allows us to cultivate a spirit of contentment and peace, knowing that everything unfolds according to His divine will. Trust is the foundation of our relationship with God. Even when the path ahead is unclear, we can trust that He is leading us with wisdom and love. By placing our trust in Him, we can surrender control and find comfort in His steadfast presence. Isolation can be a challenging and lonely experience, but it is important to remember that God has a purpose for it. When God isolates us, it is crucial to avoid the temptation of questioning his intentions or becoming resentful. Instead, we should embrace the solitude as an opportunity for self-reflection and spiritual growth. During times of isolation, it is common for doubts to arise. We may question our worthiness or wonder if God has abandoned us. However, it is essential to remember that God's love for us is unconditional and unwavering. He isolates us to help us develop a deeper trust in him and strengthen our faith. One mistake to avoid during isolation is seeking validation and approval from others. It is natural to want to feel accepted and valued, but relying on external validation can hinder our spiritual growth. Instead, we should focus on cultivating a strong relationship with God, finding our worth and identity in him alone. Additionally, it is crucial not to rush the process of isolation and try to force a solution or change. Impatience can lead to frustration and prevent us from fully experiencing God's presence and guidance. Instead, we should surrender control and trust in God's timing, knowing that he is working all things together for our good. Lastly, it is important to seek out support and guidance during times of isolation. Connecting with a mentor, spiritual leader, or trusted friend can provide valuable insights and encouragement. They can offer guidance and help us navigate through the challenges that arise during isolation. During times of isolation, it is important to maintain a sense of self-care and prioritize our mental and emotional well-being. It is common to experience feelings of loneliness and sadness during periods of isolation, but it is crucial not to dwell on negative emotions. Instead, we should focus on engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. One way to practice self-care during isolation is by taking care of our physical health. Engaging in regular exercise and adopting a healthy lifestyle can have a positive impact on our overall well-being. Exercise not only benefits our physical health but also releases endorphins, which can improve our mood and reduce stress. Additionally, taking the time for hobbies and creative outlets can be therapeutic and provide a sense of purpose. Whether it's painting, writing, or playing a musical instrument, engaging in activities that bring us joy can help combat feelings of isolation and promote a sense of fulfillment. Furthermore, seeking support from others who may be going through a similar journey can be invaluable. Connecting with a support group or finding an online community can provide a sense of belonging and understanding. Sharing experiences, insights, and encouragement with others can help us navigate through the challenges of isolation and find solace in knowing that we are not alone. Isolation is a powerful tool that God uses to shape and transform us. In these moments of solitude, it is essential to resist the temptation of comparing ourselves to others. Each of us has a unique journey, and comparing ourselves to others only hinders our growth and undermines our true purpose. Instead, we should focus on embracing our individuality and celebrating our strengths and weaknesses. When God isolates us, it is also important not to seek validation and approval from others. Our worth and identity should not be dependent on the opinions of others. Instead, we should find our worth in God alone and seek his approval above all else. This requires cultivating a deep and intimate relationship with him, where we can find true acceptance and love. Furthermore, during times of isolation, it is crucial to practice self-care and prioritize our mental and emotional well-being. Taking care of our physical health through regular exercise and adopting a healthy lifestyle can positively impact our overall well-being. Engaging in hobbies and creative outlets that bring us joy not only combat feelings of isolation, but also provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Seeking support from others who may be going through a similar journey can be invaluable as well. Connecting with a support group or finding an online community can provide a sense of belonging and understanding. Sharing experiences, insights, and encouragement with others can help us navigate through the challenges of isolation and find solace in knowing that we are not alone in our journey. Ultimately, when God isolates us, he has a purpose and plan for our lives. It is a time for self-reflection, spiritual growth, and deepening our relationship with him. By embracing the solitude and surrendering control, we can experience the transformative power of isolation in our spiritual journey. In conclusion, isolation serves a purpose in our spiritual journey, allowing us to deepen our relationship with God. It provides an opportunity for growth, reflection, and realignment of priorities. By avoiding negative distractions, embracing patience, and maintaining faith, we can experience the transformative power of isolation. Seeking support, practicing self-care, and resisting the temptation of comparison are essential during this time. Ultimately, by surrendering control and trusting in God's plan, we can find peace, fulfillment, and spiritual maturity in our journey of isolation.